Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. If you're here on this live, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook, do me a favor, comment below. Let me know you're here so I can give you a shout out. And also, let me know where you're from. And again, love to hear your feedback on anything that we're talking about, whether you like it, whether you love it. And today, what I want to do is I actually want to kind of open up the curtains and really dive into how you can literally print money with Nowsite. What do you mean, Melvin? What do you mean print money? Is it a mint? No, it's not a mint. Basically, it is giving you a free pass to literally have anyone who is in business that needs a website, that can't build it, they can't discover headlines, they can't write emails, they can't do anything. See, whether people know it or not, if you're not on the internet and you don't have a proper website, you don't have a proper email autoresponder series, this is where people are failing. Now you look at other individuals like myself, like Juan, or any one of our team elite, and you want to know how we're succeeding. I want to break it down what we do and why Nowsite is a very integral part of what we do. And let me see, I have Mr. Neil Brooks on here, I have Rob Shaw. All right, what's up, Mr. Rob? Let me see, what's up, Mr. Neil Brooks out of RBA? What's up, Mr. Rob Shaw out of Jacksonville, Florida? How you doing? So let's kind of dive into this thing. How many people have bought traffic, or maybe you have sent someone to your business, and what happens is they go to your business and you hear nothing. You hear nothing, you know nothing, you don't even know if they looked at it, you don't even know anything. You know nothing about what happens to people that you send to your business. A lot of you go out here, you make flyers, you make posts on your Facebook, and the thing that you're doing that literally destroys any chance that you have of being massively successful. Now, I'm not saying that some people don't have some success, but I've seen people in my inbox and they pitch me and they drop their website in there. It's a company site. If you're doing that, that's the quickest way to failure, right? If you want to get to failure really quickly, just post the company site all over the place. That's the quickest way to failure. Plus, you don't know if someone looked at anything, you don't have any information, and then your company site is all convoluted. It has the affiliate part, it has a customer part. People don't know whether they want to be a customer or affiliate. It has products everywhere, because generally network marketing companies are not designed at all to be marketing systems. They're just simply designed by attorneys who just want to make sure that the information is in compliance enough so you're good. It's up to you to market. It's up to you to provide marketing materials. So here's what Nowsite does for those of you that are network marketing. Nowsite gives you a feature-rich tools that you can use. Number one, an amazing capture page, right? So the first thing will happen is you will know if someone's interested, because the first thing they're going to do is they're going to give you your name. They're going to give you their name, their email, and their phone number. And you can also have some questions that you want to ask, just so you know a little bit about your viewer before they enter and see your opportunity. Now, with the sales funnel, once they go through that sales funnel, then they'll be presented with the information about your company. You can use some type of company video or whatever. And then you can actually, through Nowsite, organize it so that when they click on a link to take action to join your company or buy your product, that link leads to an easy process to where a person can go all the way through. So you've taken a process that has a lot of friction, and you've taken all the friction away. And now you're giving people a professional sales funnel to go through. So these are things that people really don't know about. And Mrs. Corey, Mrs. Roy Williams says excellent points. So great job as well for coming on his live, Mrs. Williams. So shout out to you. And so these are things that people don't look at. And so when you break down the process of why you're not succeeding and you look at it, then it all starts with the sales funnel. Now, because you go out and get any sales funnel, will that solve your problem? It will not. Why? Because if you go and try to build a sales funnel and you're inexperienced, most people don't know how to build a sales funnel. So what they do is they go out and they buy these tools from ClickFunnels or whatever. And because they don't understand how to properly structure a sales funnel or how to make one or how to use a builder, they lose time. So Nowsite saw this as a problem. They said, okay, we have a great builder. We have a lot of features. We have all the features that you'll ever need really in a builder. But we understand that people want to get started right away. So here's what Nowsite has done. They have went out, they have hired professional, which we call them the nerds. They have hired professional marketing experts, professional website builders to go through. And when you go to Nowsite, before you even get the builder, all right, so you take your wallet and you just toss it, right? You don't even need the wallet anymore. So you toss your wallet and you get a free consultation with an expert website builder that zooms in front of you and say, okay, let me build your website for you. Let me build your capture page for you. They will build your capture page. They will build it to your specifications. You say, hey, I want blue instead of green. They will make it blue. They will build it right there in front of you. And you can book an hour appointment. Then you can ask them about different things. So they will build out your website right in front of you. So within that hour, once you book that appointment, you have a website that is up and running and ready to go. Problem solved. Now, that is the first thing. Once you have that website and you love it, then you can buy it. And I even have a coupon code that allows you to purchase it. And many of us do. So again, something like that, if you were to go to any website builder, and you were to ask them to, hey, can you build me a website so I can see if I like it or not? I mean, they're going to give you the middle finger. No, because I'm not wasting my time. And there's our VP of marketing, Mrs. Cheryl Coker. Mel, I was about to send you a message. I was like, I am live. So here's what I'm trying to show you guys. How long are you going to continue to struggle? How long are you going to continue to go without having a proper website built? Not to mention, let's get into writing emails. Has anyone ever written an autoresponder to convert it? If you have, definitely comment. I want to hear. Have you written an autoresponder that literally sells your product or service to your customer, or that gives enough follow-up that they stay engaged, that they stay interested? Does anyone know how to do that? Do you understand trigger words when they use them? Do you understand how to structure a professionally crafted email that will keep people intrigued and engaged enough to read it? Of course you don't, because you have to be taught that stuff. You just can't wake up and decide to write an email. It has to be done professionally. So Nowsite has added the Creative Pro, where now they have services that will write emails for you for pennies on the dollar and build your capture page. So again, you can get this done for you. You can get it all built for you. And my question is, if you are struggling and you watch this video and you do nothing, you don't take action, you don't even try it out, then it is my assumption or my guess that you must like to struggle. Because I'm giving you a solution. It's the best solution on the planet. All right. You can go to Nowsite, get your website built. You can get your emails autoresponder series done. And here's the thing. If you want to learn how to craft amazing pages, if you want to learn how to build, then here's the cool thing. We have master classes that are taught by myself on Monday and taught by, oh my gosh, I got to pull up, Cheryl Coco is the VP of marketing. She's on here as well. I got to pull up this message so you can see this. You're not kidding now, so it takes all the pain away. Now check this out. Alfonso Jones actually just signed up with Nowsite, and he is in love with the builder. And so he tried out the email campaign, and now Coco's about to show me his email campaign, which is going to be awesome. And so They have been actually doing the email campaigns for us, and these email campaigns are absolutely phenomenal. They will, I mean, I'm honestly impressed with them because I believe they have the two factors that every email factor should have. Number one, they need to have the right engagement. Number two, they need to have the right flow. And then number three, they need to have call to action to be able to close. All that is done. These are things in emails that you can't even say. These are things in email that close a prospect. So I can't wait to see that, because that's going to be the fourth, probably the fifth person who's actually had an amazing email campaign. So Coco does these, her and her team just does a phenomenal job on all this stuff. I mean, where can you go where you have a Zoom appointment waiting to build your site? Where can you go where you have people that are waiting to write your emails? Where can you go for any of that stuff? And Mr. Carlos Cunningham, the whole reason I'm glad I'm bald is from pulling out my hair late nights trying to write successful email campaign. That's why we're all bald. See, and then look, if you didn't know, they did one for me. And if you guys know me, I generally don't allow any third-party service to write my email. I just don't do it because I just think they do a horrible job. I gave Nowsite the opportunity to do it. And Coco asked me if I wanted to take that opportunity. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And so I want to see how it is. My expectations was it was going to be some type of robotic or canned response in emails. And it actually wasn't. These are actually one of the best sales emails, or actually regular emails that you would have in autoresponders that I've ever seen. They weren't too salesy. They didn't sound cheesy. They were a combination of good crafting of emails. They were a combination of professionalism. It was professionalism all the way through. And it had the call to action. It had the great trigger words. And here's what they did. They don't just write these emails out the blue. You send them the link to the company that you have. They go through your entire company and they pull out all the amazing information and they craft it into this beautiful email that will not only show how professional you are to your client, these emails will also let your client know that they are dealing with a consummate professional. That's what they do. So you need things like that, right? It was awesome. So you got Michael Master Show does all the work 100% by herself. Great job. No, she does a 200% by herself. She's awesome. So Michael says thanks. So my thing is this. There's a lot of people that don't understand traffic. They don't understand how to get traffic, and they don't understand, any of this foreign stuff. And most people skip over the fact that they have an ugly, boring website and they go right to traffic, and they want to take traffic and you want to slam it into an ugly website. That's not going to work. I'm just here to tell you, it's not going to work. So I have a lot of people that say, Melvin, what's this thing with traffic? How do I get traffic? What is traffic? Can you explain what traffic is and how do you get it? How do you get these auto signups, or how do you get the signups a day or whatever? Well, the first thing, before you even get to traffic, you need to get to what they're going to see. Like if you need to take a look at your website and say to yourself, like, get out of the company, mindset, get out of the rah-rah and just step into a person that has common sense and look at what you're sending people and say, you go to your wife and say, honey, honestly, would you buy here? Your wife is going to be honest. I want your honest opinion. No, I wouldn't buy here at all. Or, just look at it with common sense. How would tons of traffic react if they saw what you were sending them, if it's a company page? Or if you built an autoresponder, look at the colors. You can't use pink and yellow. You can't, it's just unattractive to the eyes. You can't use it. You can't write, you can't have a yellow background with pink writing. People just can't see it. Those are things like that don't convert. Then when they get an email autoresponder, you just can't have some email that's like, and people say, oh, email is dead. It's not dead. You can't have some email that's short, that's crappy written, and it doesn't work. If it's going to be short, it needs to be strategically short. If it's going to be long, it needs to be very articulate, and it needs to articulate your business in places that you don't have to talk. Because what these emails will do is this. If I get on the phone and I call a person who's went through my business using one of these Nowsite emails, here's what I know. I know, number one, if they read the emails and if they went through the emails, that they're going to have a very vast understanding of what it is I'm selling or what it is I have to offer. My only job on the phone, if I do get on the phone and if they don't convert through email, my only job on the phone is simply to just ask them if they have any questions. That's it. Why? Because my sales funnel did all the work. My emails did the follow-up work, and they're good. And if I feel like calling them, and sometimes I don't, sometimes they might call me, My job there is to answer questions that may be more in depth than the emails will handle. Again, these emails are going to cover the basics of your company, and it's going to cover the benefits of the company and highlight them in a way that customers are able to absorb them enough to where they're going to find interest to know more. And then they may want to get specific of each benefit. So they can say, hey, listen, I saw everything. Question, how much of that product can I order? Or, hey, if I wanted to promote this, what's the compensation plan like? See, you don't want to get on the phone with people and try to explain your business. You want to get on the phone with people and answer getting started questions. Most of you are not answering getting started questions. Most of you are still trying to sell. I don't get on the phone unless I'm answering getting started questions. And that's what these emails will do. This email and this sales funnel will direct you so you can answer getting started questions. If you're doing that in your business, then you're progressing. If you're not answering getting started questions, then you're wasting time. You're selling, and we don't have time to sell. So this is why you want to have Nowsite to do your campaign for you. Now, some people will say, hey, listen, Melvin, what are these? What can I build in Nowsite? Can you show me a little bit? So I'll show this to you. Mansell is here. What's wrong with the pink and Michael Mansell is funny. Oh my goodness. I won a Nowsite email campaign, so I'm good. I'm probably going to grow a beard though. Yeah, he's right though. But yeah, sometimes we got to be conscious of our color. So I'm going to take you in the back office of Nowsite just to kind of show you some of the features that are there. Now, don't get lost, don't get confused, because Nowsite has a lot of features that I won't be able to share them all in this video, but I will cover some of them. And then if you're a leader who has experience and maybe you're coming from, another platform, and you say, okay, I have a platform, I know how to build, I'm successful with it. Why would I even want to even switch to Nowsite? And then what is this thing about how to print money? I'm going to get to that. Let's kind of take a dive in the back office really quick. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to log in so you guys know that it's real. So here's my login. Samantha, don't try to steal my capture pages. I'm just playing. Actually, while he's on here, if you want to know who is responsible for my upgrade in audio, Michael Mansell is. If you get a chance, go to his YouTube channel. He does reviews on microphones and audio setup. So I've watched a ton of his videos. He doesn't know that, but I've watched a ton of his videos to learn how to get the right equipment. I do want to do a studio build out in one of my buildings, and I've been using it here. And so if you want to know the best microphone, the best type of things, he's a person that uses this stuff in real world time. He uses all this stuff to make money. So I listen to some people on YouTube, but a lot of times if they're doing gaming, it's one thing, but you want to listen to an affiliate marketer or network marketer who has actually used this for network marketing. So I know a lot of people get on and they see the gamers, right? But that doesn't apply to you because you're not gaming. That applies to something else. So like watching Michael Mansell's videos, because he is going to use this equipment for the same purpose I'm going to use it for, and that is to go out, build his brand, and make money. All right, let me put that in again. All right, Nowsite, let me make sure I got everything right here. I'll put in my password. There we go. Put in the wrong password. Okay. Come on, squares. All right, here we go. So let's jump in. Nowsite, these are some sites that I've built. And if you want to see what some decent sites look like, I'm going to just kind of show you. So Nowsite gives you the ability to be as creative as you want. Again, here's a capture page that I have, and this is something that you want to send traffic to. Now, this is actually talking about one of my businesses, but you don't know which business it talks about. That's why it's so great, because it focuses not on the business or not on sharing the opportunity, but sharing some of the headlines and the features to attract your interest. So if you have a need or a want, that's what I'm trying to focus on here. All right. So discover how to dominate online to drive massive traffic to your websites, crush your competition, and make some serious cash. And so this is one of my capture pages that I use. And it's actually a sales letter. So, again, it shows my commission that I made in one of my websites or whatever. And it just really shows how I use this to drive my traffic. and get $33,000 in sales in a month. So it's just and I just kind of do a video to show it and show how it does, whatever. But it shows kind of just brings my point. People want to know how I make money in different things. So this is one way to show. So that's another page right here. So you can use your face. You can put your face on this stuff. Here's a crazy page that you guys are going to love. And I think Michael Mansell is going to love this too. Nowsite gives you the ability to put gifts back here. So because of that, I have a page that has gifts, and this is actually going to promote the opportunity. So this page basically just gives you the right to print money. So as you see, it shows up on mobile. Let me show you how it looks on mobile. It looks really good on mobile. You can scroll down, it looks good. And one thing about this page is I'm using this to promote the Nowsite offer. I have, and Cheryl showed me how to do this, I have my Trustpilot ratings on here. So again, this is for Nowsite. So if you want to really build that type of professionalism and anticipation, people will have trust already because they say, wow, Nowsite has all these 4 or 5 stars on this Trustpilot. So I have the Trustpilot embedded in here, and people can actually go through and they can actually see the reviews, and then they can book a free appointment today. Let the nerds build a site. So this is a site that's going to do all the work for me. All I got to do is send people here, and boom, it's done. So that's another site. And then for my crypto deal, the site I just built for everyone to use, they have this right here, which is a great site. And this is what I'm talking about, the color coordination, right? You got to make it look attractive, right? People don't want to see ugly, stinky sites. They want to see something that looks at least, really, really decent. Now, some of the cool features is with this, and I even did a page like this. I think, Cheryl actually designed this page. All I did was drop and put a GIF at the bottom, which is pretty cool. So easy to build pages, drag and drop builders. I mean, these things are it's pretty easy. So you can drag and drop, you can create a page. Now, if you don't want to create a page, you don't have to. Not to mention, there's a rewards thing down here, which means that by me driving traffic, getting sales, and doing what I'm supposed to do, Nowsite gives me rewards. So I have $552 in rewards that I can use to take a trip with. So how many companies are going to pay you to get your own customers? Let me repeat that. How many companies are going to pay you to get your own customers? So they're paying me through rewards. Now I can use this to book a hotel. I can book I can do a car rental. I can book flights. And I got $562 that I got by simply just having people opt into my capture page to go to my business, right? Any business I want. So that's another feature that Nowsite has. Not to mention, they have SMS campaigns. So not only can you email your customer on autopilot, you can literally message them. And again, text messages have an 88% chance of getting through to a person, of being seen. And again, email has a lesser chance, but you can cover both grounds. Now, email, if you build it right, people will open them because they'll know it's coming from you, especially if you have them professionally written. Let me go to the SMS campaign part here. So again, you can add a new broadcast message. You can use your SMS. You can have your email campaigns going for you. And I think I read it, but I have so many email campaigns here, it's crazy. So you can have your email campaigns, your SMS, and then if you have content, if you're a leader, and this is where I say you can actually come over from a builder. If you're a leader and you have massive traffic, but you have content that you want to give your people, well, here's a cool thing. You can go back here and you can design your own team. And what you can do in this team is you can actually give away content. Like this is the content I give away. So when someone signs up with me, they're going to get my email campaigns. They're going to get the websites that I built. Everything I built back here they can have it in less than 2 seconds. They're going to also get my flyers and my Secrets of Success vault and all of my content, like my killer headlines, my YouTube description templates. I got them back here. So if you don't know where to put in your YouTube descriptions, I got it back here. They're going to get my funnel training. So I got a lot of content I can give away. And so if you're a person that creates content, you can have a section right here to where they join your team and they get all your content. Plus, you can communicate with your team. So if you want to chat with your team back here and get them off of Facebook, because Facebook can be very distracting. I mean, you see cats playing with tanks, people are going to stop. You can literally have a chat back here with your teammates if you want, and you can chat with them. So you can go and chat with your team and have a dialogue right back here in Nowsite and say, hey, how you doing? And just chat directly with them. So again, the thing is, hey, you want to get them off of Facebook anyway, and you want to have them rely on you for the content and everything, because that keeps people engaged with you and it keeps them undistracted, right? So this is a few features I love about Nowsite. And the most important thing is we do have 3 master classes that will teach you how to do everything that you see here. And then what I do on my masterclass is I basically build a page and I give it away. So you can have a collection of pages, and this you can use this as leverage to attract people from other companies, whether it's weight loss, whether they want Zooms, whether you just want a page like this, right? And here's a cool secret. Many people don't know that the best people to recruit are people who are waiters and waitresses. Why? Because they are used to taking orders. They're used to, having patience. What do we do in network marketing? We take the customer's order and we pass it on to our network marketing company to fulfill with the product or service. Well, waiters and waitresses would love to do this, except they would make more than tips. So again, it says, attention, waiters and waitresses. Free video reveals how to earn up to $1,000 per week or more without depending on tips or serving tables. This is one of my most successful capture pages. Every time I go to a restaurant, I have a card, I send them out, they see this, bam, it goes right along with the theme. And now I'm able to recruit waiters and waitresses who actually get started, and they actually turn out to be great, great marketers. So a few little tips there for you. So there's a lot that Nowsite has to offer. And I'm not going to go through to all of it, but again, if you're on here, how many people see value in what I just showed? Diana says she loves it, already edited and using it. So a lot of people here love Nowsite. So folks, if you see value in what I just showed you, here's what you can do. If someone has shown you Nowsite and they're on here and you recognize them and you see this on the page or they're sharing, then get with that person and ask them, can you book a free appointment with one of our professional website design nerds? And they will have a link for you to book a free appointment. It's no obligation. What they'll do is they'll sit down with you and they're going to say, hey, what website can we build for you today? And they'll Zoom you. You can see every movement they do. You can say, no, put that here. No, change that color. So you can actually craft your website. And what happens is within an hour, at least you have a website up and going that you can actually share with the public, that you can send traffic to. And then if you want, you can actually get the Creative Pro services to write the emails for you. And the emails are great. I mean, I don't want to show them here because they're so great, because I think people will probably pause the screen and try to copy them, but they're that good that I don't want to really show it again. But I mean, Cheryl and her team did a phenomenal job of crafting the email. Carlos is about to get one. I want to see his, and so many other people. So this is going to be awesome. This is going to be really, really awesome. So folks, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I got some work to do here, but I just wanted to show you the value of Nowsite. Now, let me talk about the printing money before I go. If I ask you this question, you can answer this confidently. Name 5 of the top marketing companies in your city. Can you do it? The point is, you can't. You know why? Because there's no competition. Why couldn't you be the consultant in your city? Why couldn't you be the one to say, hey, listen, do you have a website? Go to a barbershop. Do you have a website? They say, no, I don't have a website. Well, listen, we have a company that wants to build your free website with no obligation. Do you have at least an hour a day where we can build your free website? If you love it, then you can own it. If you don't love it, no harm, no foul. And then give them a card, let them go, let them book an appointment. I would just be doing, well, I am doing it. I would be doing that all day long. I mean, you run into a person, an insurance agent, maybe a real estate agent that doesn't have their website up. Maybe, a person who is just an auto mechanic that doesn't have a website up. Maybe a person who's in lawn care. You can actually bring this out to people who are offline professionals, but they really need a website and they're scared to go online because they know that they don't really have people to send anyone to. So we're going to be doing some templates back here. I'm going to be working on some templates where, if you are a barber, then you have a page. If you are a dance instructor or a yoga instructor, and then I think we're going to have projects like that that's going to help a lot of people who are in offline professions to convert to online. So now they have a website they can put on a business card. They have a website they can put on a flyer, and a lot of this, marketing can be mitigated for them. So we're going to do a lot of stuff like that. So, folks, if you are seeing interest in what I showed you, if you want to go out and you want to stop struggling, then definitely book an appointment with Nowsite. And again, I'll give you a link. Or if you're watching this and someone's sharing it, they'll give you a link, and you can actually go and book your free, no obligation appointment, and you can meet with a professional, and they'll design your site. And after having this done, you can actually go through and have them design your email campaign as well. And again, it's done for pennies on the dollar. So if you're still struggling by now and you don't have anything that I just showed you, then going to be really, really hard for you to have massive success without putting in too much work. Because a lot of people, I see people that are working 8-9 hours a day on marketing. And the reason why they work so hard is because they don't have a website that makes everything easy for them to do. They don't have a place like, for instance, let me show you this. Hopefully I don't expose anyone's emails, but let me show you how to do business. Let me show you how to work your business if you don't know. Here's how a professional works their business. If I want to go work my business, I'm going to go right here to my my contacts. And I'm going to click on any one of my campaigns. I have some leads back here. Let me see. I'll click on, let me find a campaign that I want to work. Because I got all these campaigns for all these different opportunities. I'll click on any campaign. So I got a campaign right here, $1,000 per day. I'm going to open it. Now I got all these leads back here. And what I could do if I want to focus on the lead, I can click on one of these leads and I see they have a number and I have the name. Here's how you work a business. I know what the lead saw because I know what campaign they went through. I know the emails they got. So I can call this person right here on their number. And as I call them, I can say, hey, Albert, how you doing? I saw that on March 31st, you took a look at one of our sites. You got an email and just wanted to follow up with you and see if you had any questions about what you saw, if you need any additional explanations, or if you're interested in moving forward. And he could pick up the phone and say, you know what, Melvin, I am interested in moving forward. As a matter of fact, here's what I want to do. I'm busy today, but can you call me on April 30th? Okay, I'm going to say, all right. I said, sure. Let me make notes so we won't forget. Prospect says call on April 30th. Bam. So I got that right here. I can add that note and it stays in the history of my notes. And then if I talk to him again on April 30th, he is very interested and has 5 more referrals to call, schedule Zoom with prospect and referral. So basically what I'm doing is I am cataloging my interaction with my leads. And that this way, if I go back, right, if I go back to this, if I go back here and I go to my leads, hey, did I talk to this guy? Let me see. If I go down to the notes, oh, okay. I talked to him on April 23rd. That's right. I forgot. He says to call him on April 30th. Cool. I'm going to do that. And he's very interested in the 5. He has 5 more referrals that I need to talk to. So, hey, let me call him. So now when I call this individual, he's going to know and feel like I am a professional. Why? Because I can recall what we talked about. I can recall our conversation. People are impressed when you can do that. And Nowsite makes it easy. So again, you have the notes back here. You can actually, write down things. You can call. So this is how you work your business. You call your prospects through this once they come in and you work the business. So if you are a person who is booking an appointment for, let's say you're on a moving company or a barbershop or massage parlor, or whatever. Speaking of that, I got to get my massage in a little bit. If you own any of those type of businesses, you can actually catalog your conversations with your potential clients, right? If you are an attorney or a real estate agent, you can catalog, what house, okay, not interested in this house, once house on this, you can catalog everything and you can properly work your leads. And here's a cool thing. You can send them an email campaign right here. You see up here, I can go and I can send this customer an email campaign right now. Or I can send this customer, I can add them to one of my SMS drip campaigns. And so not only can I catalog what I'm saying to this customer, I could literally add them to campaigns on the fly. This is stuff that you really don't see in a lot of tools. And this is not even scratching the surface of what this tool can do. There's so many things this tool can do. And then if you need a nerd and you want to get nerd services, here you go. Get this thing to stop hanging up. So if I click on nerd now, if I need website, email marketing, if I want to book a pro meeting, if I want a CRM and analytics nerd, if I want an SMS nerd to help me do my text message, if I need an online ad nerd, if I want to do online ads, I can book one. So again, these prices are just pennies on the dollar. So social media nerd. So if you want help with any of this stuff, you don't have to struggle. You can have a one-on-one video conference with an expert that will do this stuff for you. So email marketing, CRM, all kinds of stuff. So again, there is no reason for you to struggle. And then Nowsite also has an affiliate program. So when you refer individuals, you actually earn additional money. And the rewards are separate, but you can earn a very lucrative income by simply referring people to Nowsite. And that's how they give you the right to print money. Again, you want to see the compensation plan, it's all back here. You can see, how much you're going to earn. You're going to see the monthly income you can earn based on volume. I mean, it's really lucrative. And then it has a compensation plan that allows you to benefit when you refer others who refer. So again, this is a win-win here. And think about this, honestly. If I'm using Nowsite to do business and I'm doing successful business with Nowsite, how long am I going to keep the product? How long am I going to keep it? I'm going to keep it forever. Nowsite has great retention. Why? Because people, like, if someone pulled Nowsite from me right now, I would be lost. Why? Because I have over 20 different campaigns being ran at the same time for all my business. I have traffic coming in here and I have people signing up through stuff directly through Nowsite. As a matter of fact, I did an opportunity called Epic. And, even though I transport some of my contacts out because I do use another autoresponder because of API purposes, I use Nowsite initially to collect those leads, and I can do what I want because I own the leads. I own my customer, not the company, but I own my customer. So if I go back through here, let me see if I can find like Epic, like how many, I did Epic. I use this to recruit, about 100, I said about 97 people in Epic. So I'll go back here when I was actively doing it. I'm not actively doing it now because they switched over. But I'll go here, right to go Epic. You see this total contacts, 133 contacts in here, and 90 of them closed. And I have a whole email series. So I got let me stop sharing my leads. Rule number 1, don't share your leads. But anyway, it's pages and pages of leads I have back here. So, I mean, this has everything you need as far as being an online marketer. So if you're struggling and you find this video is going to be the answer to your prayers. You're going to be like, this is going to be the answer. So folks, don't struggle anymore. Let me just kind of pull up the chat, the comments here. Aaron loves Nowsite. Already edited using it. Amazing. Ishmael, yep, he says yes. Using some of the catchphrases you gave us. So yeah, and also I give my team catchphrases so you guys can take them and use them for whatever purposes you want. You can edit them. You can add your own pictures. You can add your own headline or copy. So hey, if you're not great on those, take mine and use them. Already searched Yelp for business that don't have website. There you go. That's there. You're on it, Spencer. Love Nowsite. So again, phenomenal tool. I suggest anyone use it. And then, the environment, and I got to mention this, Nowsite and Cheryl and Justin, they actually do updates every Tuesday of the advancement and the direction the company is going. So you never miss anything. So they're very transparent. And again, Coco even teaches a class. And if you don't know, she's a seasoned marketer, but she also understands HTML. So she shows how to do advanced stuff like adding scrollers and chats and all that kind of stuff. So you can really get jiggy with this Nowsite thing. I can get jiggy with it. So you can get jiggy with all this stuff if you want to. You can go far beyond what I'm showing you. You can have scrolling text. You can have chat bots on here. She shows you how to do all that stuff. So phenomenal. So with that said, folks, you've seen kind of a little preview of Nowsite. And so definitely I invite anyone to check it out and have a great experience. Morning, Sarah. How you doing? What's up, Mr. Albert Watkins? Very nice. Yeah, I think you're one of my leads. Well, folks, if you haven't watched this video, watch it back. I did show some amazing stuff in here. And thank you guys for taking time out of your busy Friday morning to get on. I appreciate you showing me some love and attention here. And hopefully, if this is in the right hands, it'll help a person out there that's struggling. Thank you so much, folks. Enjoy your day and be blessed. You'll probably see me again throughout the day because I'm feeling good with doing these lives now.